Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you some exercises that's going to be helpful when trying to stimulate the metabolism and losing weight, but it's a home workout. So you might have dumbbells, and dumbbells are a great way to stimulate the muscles, elevate the metabolism and that kind of thing. But in this video I'm going to pretend that you don't have any equipment and just show you some good body weight exercises to get that heart rate going using large muscle groups, and will help with your weight loss journey. All right, let me show you. So this first one is called skater jumps. Now I'm going to also pretend that you already warmed up. If you want some ideas on how to warm up, just ask me in the comment box below and I'll be happy to help you out. So on this first one is skater jump. There's different ways to do it. One is if your balance is not very good, you could just take wide steps, place the foot behind you, but each time it's touching. Now granted, I'm still using large muscle groups, but it's not going to be very taxing. So it also depends on what kind of shape you're currently in. Now, to do it the way it was kind of designed to, you jump, and then you try not to touch your back foot to the floor. Once again, it's going to get the heart rate up using large muscle groups, and depending on what kind of shape you're in, it's going to become either anaerobic or, stay as aerobic. Okay, on this one, and you'll see a pattern here where a lot of these exercises are going to be using the lower half while getting the upper half involved. But these are large muscles, require oxygen, making the heart rate go up. So on this one, you want to try to maintain good posture, kind of like a reverse lunge, but you don't have to go all the way down. You can if you want to, but the idea is to drive this leg up as high as I feel comfortable, down again, and up, down and up. Now that's a easier way to do it. To modify it, what you could do is down and do that slight hop. Now, of course, this obviously depends on your current health and situation, because if you have a bad knee, bad ankles, bad hip, bad back, you may not want to do some of these exercises. So also it's good if you are, have a personal trainer that works in your gym that you go to. You might be able to ask him or her questions or talk to your doctor before, start an exercise program. But once again, the leg goes back and then you drive that knee up. Once again, a good one for getting the heart rate up. Plus some of these, if you can do them, could also help, athletic ability, because it's using the fast twitch muscle fibers. And those are important for a lot of different reasons. And I'll go into that for a different video, or if you want to ask me in the comment box below. All right, on this one, what I want you to do is the feet are going to go side to side. Not like a jumping jack, but you squat down, hop, feet close together, squat. Wide squat, close squat. Wide squat, close squat. And as you can see, once again, using large muscle groups, getting the heart rate going. I'm not even doing that much. I can feel my pulse going up some. On this next one, what I'm going to do, once again, involving the large muscle groups in the legs, feet close together. Now, if you need help with balance, you could do your arms out. I prefer to try to keep them in. I'm going to do a lateral leg lift. So it's going to work the obliques, outer part of the hip and glute muscle, and of course the thighs, mainly because it's a closer stance. Now, if it hurts your knees, don't do it. If you could still feel it in your knees, but it doesn't hurt, you can modify this one by doing a wider stance down and then still doing the lateral leg lift. Now I'm trying not to really swing. I'm getting a little bit because of momentum, but I don't want you doing any kind of popping or quick action movements unless you are really good and warmed up and you know what you're doing, because it could still tweak things if you're overly aggressive with the moves. Down and up. Now this also works if you try to go a little slower, because it's going to use a lot of your stabilizer muscles kick in because you're slowing it down. And of course this leg's working a lot harder, because right now 50% of my weight with each leg, 100% of my weight on the leg. So you can see how it's going to get the heart rate going. I would do anywhere from 10 to 15 per side, short rest, do another one. Or you could do each exercise back to back to back and then do like round 2. It really doesn't matter. I like to mix things up because I'm 52. If you've been doing this for a long time, variety helps with keeping it fresh. And although I like this and I don't get bored with exercise, I know other people do. So just keep it fresh in your mind and the body will follow. All right, on this one, it's a classic exercise. And for the most part, you can't go wrong with the classics. So this is a basic jumping jack. Now I'm gonna show you 2 different ways to do it. Now, if you have a bad shoulder, just don't lift your arms high enough, or you don't feel like jumping, you could always, just do the side step at whatever tempo you feel comfortable with. Once again, to get the heart rate up, in most cases, you have to raise the tempo to cause your body to work harder, and therefore heart rate goes up and you burn more calories. All right, so on this one, the basic jumping jack is the feet side to side as the hands go overhead, just like that. Now, once again, you could go faster, go slower, but on this one, I wouldn't do the 10 to 15 thing. I would go 25, maybe 30 to 40 seconds, up to a minute, or whatever you feel comfortable with, because it really depends on the person and what their current fitness level is. However, the other way to modify it, and takes a little bit of coordination, if you're used to it, it won't feel like it's that much more difficult. If you're not used to it, it could be a challenge at first, and that's when you do the front scissor style. So my feet are going in the front and back. So instead of side to side, it's just shuffling scissor style in the front. Once again, another good one for the heart rate. Now, going back to the legs again, even though that worked legs, I showed you the squat into lateral. Now it's the stagger stance. And what you're gonna do is squat, then lift that front leg up, back down gently. Up, back down gently. So what that does is work in the quads, also works the glutes as you squat some, but it works the core because the core is necessary to lift your leg because everybody's leg's pretty heavy. So it works the entire midsection as well, both directly as one of the muscles helping to lift the leg, but also as a stabilizer so you don't go side to side and bust your butt. Now, some of you are not gonna like this one, but it is another one of those old-fashioned but goodies. It's the basic push-up. Now, of course, you can modify it 2 ways of making it easier for you if you struggle with push-ups, or if push-ups aren't very challenging, you can make them more difficult. But for the basic one, and it's important, because push-ups don't just work your chest, they pretty much work your entire body, because your whole front half is gonna have to flex to maintain a rigid body so your hips don't fall towards the floor, like so, or you don't do like a downward dog, you have to stay in a straight line. And what this does is it's gonna work the chest and arms, as you probably easily predicted, but it's also gonna work the core, the front part of the legs as a stabilizer, but it's also working part of the kinetic chain or the back part of your body for stabilizing. So you don't wiggle or shake, because whenever one part of your body, the front part works, the back part is gonna work as a stabilizer called the antagonist. So once again, you could always modify this. In general, you want your shoulder width and a little bit on the outside. Once again, this is for a basic push-up. Feet out, toes curled. So then what you're gonna do is, keeping the core engaged, go down as far as you feel comfortable, pressing up. Just like that. And once again, you're gonna do 10 to 15. If 15 is too easy, shoot for 20. 20 is too easy, go to 25. The point is, you're gonna make it challenging enough for you that you really get the body involved and get the heart rate going. Especially if you follow this one from some of the other exercises back to back to back, your heart rate will already be elevated. So to keep it up, doing exercises that use a lot of muscles, that'll do it. These are just a handful of exercises, but if you find the video helpful, feel free to like, share, comment. Subscribing helps the channel as well, and hopefully it's been helpful. If not, you can also write suggestions on what you would like or how you think I should modify the video. I'm a big boy, I could take some criticism, particularly if it's helpful. Constructive criticism is fine. If you just feel like insulting me, like some people do, whatever, that's shame on you. But anyway, Hope you enjoyed the workout, and let me know what other type of workouts you'd like to see. All right, thanks. Enjoy your day, guys.